guys, welcome back to my channel. I actually recorded this video yesterday and then realized when I was doing the editing that I had lipstick on my teeth for like the entire thing. So this is round two. We're gonna give this a shot and hopefully this one works. Today I just wanted to talk to everyone about skincare. This is something that I have a really big passion for. I worked for Lush Fresh Handmade Cosmetics for 2 years and then off and on for another 2 years just for there's so much construction going on outside, so hopefully it doesn't disrupt this video too much. But anyways, I worked for Lush for 2 years straight and then 2 years off and on just for holidays and whenever they needed me type stuff. It's a really good company to work for. I really enjoyed it, but the reason that I'm mentioning it is because I did learn a lot about skincare and just like what essential oils do for your skin and what certain things are good for certain skincare issues. So a little bit about my skin. I used to have super oily skin, and then the past few years it's just really changed. Most people's skin changes every, I think it's like 3 years or 7 years, I'm not sure, but my skin has changed so that it's a little bit more combination now. So it's oily in the T-zone and then it's a little bit normal to dry here. It just depends on the time of year now. Right now we're going into the colder weather, so it's gonna be a little bit drier. In the summertime it is a little bit more on the normal and oily side. So what I use really depends on the season. So we're just gonna jump right into the products. So the first product I'm gonna talk about are some face wipes. I do bring these to the gym with me and I use them after I work out. I don't use them every night, but if I'm going out with like a full face and like a lot of eye makeup or anything like that, I do like to use them before I use my face wash just to get an extra cleanse and just to really remove everything. The ones that I use are the Live Clean face wipes. These ones here are the Refreshing Facial Wipes by Live Clean. There's 30 wipes in here and I believe it's $8. I got it on sale at Shoppers, so it is a drugstore product, which is fantastic, and I do really love this brand. If you do have sensitive skin, they're really good for sensitive skin, and if you find that your skin's overly sensitive, there is another kind, I believe, of these, and it's for sensitive skin specifically. I'm not sure what color the bag is though, so definitely just read them before you purchase them. They're great for getting out the makeup, they're great for refreshing the skin, and it doesn't dry out the skin and it's not too gritty either, so it is an amazing product. After that, I go in with a face cleanser, and I'm gonna talk about just one face cleanser because it's really the only one that I use, and I use it morning and night. I have tried many face cleansers. If it worked for one thing, it didn't work for another. So it would either make my skin oily or too dry, but it would remove all of my makeup, or it wouldn't remove all of my makeup, but it wouldn't make my skin too oily, and then it was just, I was always left wanting more. This face wash is called the Natural Foaming Face Wash, and it's by Constant Skincare. This is a Canadian company and everything is made in Toronto. This face wash is incredible. It is the pure unscented one. I believe they have one that's lavender. I'm not sure, but this is the one that I use, and apparently it's one of their best sellers. Now this company is all natural and they have a lot of unscented products. So if your skin is highly sensitive and you can't use stuff that has a lot of scents in it or a lot of just really irritating skin stuff in it, I guess, lack of a better term, I would definitely look into this brand. Their stuff is incredible, and I do have I have 4 products to talk about today from these guys, and I've actually bought everything with my own money, so this is totally just unbiased. This is a foaming face wash, but there's no sulfates or anything in it. It is beautiful. It has aloe in it, and I believe there's tea tree in it too. That's what I smell when I actually use it. And it's really toning. It evens out my skin. It gets rid of every makeup. It's pH balanced, so you don't actually have to use a toner afterwards, but this is really deep cleansing. It doesn't dry out my skin. It doesn't make my skin too oily. One of my previous videos, I believe I talked about this in a favorites video a while back when I was first doing the videos, and this is still something that I use all the time. When I run out of it, I freak out. It's only $18. I don't know how much shipping is on their website, but $18 for such a fantastic cleanser I think is a pretty good deal. Moving on to eye cream. This is also one that's from Consonant, and this is the Ultra Firming Organic Eye Cream. And this one, there's no ingredients in the bottle, and I don't have the box anymore, so I'm sorry, but it is, I believe it's unscented, as is most of their products. I don't think any of their moisturizers have scent to them at all, face or eye. This one here, it soaks in really, really beautifully to the under eye area. It makes it so that my under eye concealer doesn't crease. So I do use this morning and night. And this one is just, I don't know, I feel like it's definitely making my skin just a bit more supple. I'm not talking about getting rid of any wrinkles, because once the wrinkles are there, they're probably not going to go anywhere, but just more as like a preventative measure. I really, really, really love this eye cream. So the Ultra Firming Organic Eye Cream is the one that I use, and I think it's phenomenal. It's definitely the best I've used. I've never been able to find an eye cream and be like, can't live without it, but this is probably the closest I've come so far. So I definitely recommend that one. I believe this one retails for $36, and whenever I'm comparing eye creams, it's around an average to low middle price. I think it's really, really good. But yeah, totally worth the money. I really, really highly recommend this one. Moving on to face moisturizers, there's two that I'm going to talk about. There's one that in the summertime I only use it at night, and then there's one in the summertime I use it in the daytime. The one that I use at night in the summer actually becomes night and day for the winter, and that is the Consonant one, of course. This is the Ultra Moisturizing Organic Face Cream, and these bottles don't actually have the ingredients on it like the face wash does. So I don't entirely know the ingredients, but it is unscented. It does moisturize really, really nicely, but it soaks in beautifully. So I feel like I'm not putting a ton of product on my face. It gives me a really good base for my makeup. It makes everything just smooth and really, really wonderful, really, really soft. In the summertime, I use this at night, and then in the daytime, I use a different moisturizer. But in the wintertime, I use this morning and night. So it is just a little bit thicker. If your skin is super, super, super oily, I would probably recommend trying a sample first if possible. The other face cream that I'm going to talk about is First Aid Beauty, and this is the Daily Face Cream. It says that it's lightweight and oil-free. So this is just a really, really lightweight moisturizer that's just really soothing for the skin, because I do have sensitive skin. And it makes everything really, really smooth, but it doesn't make it oily. So this one's really, really good for people with more oily skin and combination skin. It just really smooths everything out, evens everything. My kitty wants to get in. He's being really annoying right now. So next I'm going to talk about some face masks. About, I would say a month ago, I noticed that my pores were getting really, really clogged, really, really dull. I just needed something that was really deep cleansing. And I had heard really good things about the Origins Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask to clear pores. And I know a lot about charcoal, how it's really deep cleansing, it's really toning, it gets rid of excess oils without super drying out the skin. And this one here, I heard from a bunch of people that it was really, really good if you have clogged pores. The girl at Sephora told me that because I have combination skin where it's just a little bit oilier and normal, that I should probably just put it on my T-zone and leave the cheeks. And I did end up putting it on my cheeks and my T-zone. Loved it. I didn't have a problem with it drying out my skin at all. So I do recommend, if you're combination like I am, you could put it on your cheeks. I don't think it's entirely necessary. If you have dry cheeks, probably wouldn't put it on them. But it is, oh my God, it's so good. my skin was so clear after I used this. It just felt so clean. It is a little bit harder to rinse off, but it's totally worth it. It's worth the work. But this mask changed my skin so much. My skin hasn't looked better since I started using this. The other mask I'm going to talk about is the Sephora Pearl Mask. So this is one of their sheet masks. Their sheet masks in general, their sheet masks in general are really, really good. I've used this twice, and this one's pearl, and it's perfecting and brightening. So it is just a sheet that you lay on your face, and it's got holes for your eyes and your nose, so you can obviously breathe. And this, you leave it on for 15 minutes, and then you take it off, and it is disposable. And then you take any of the residue that's in your face and just rub it in. So I give it about 5-10 minutes afterwards before I put on my moisturizer. And that's because it does take a little bit to dry. It left me with a little tiny bit of a tacky feeling until it dried. So that's something to look out for, but my skin was so bright and just so much more even. It was beautiful. They have a yellow one, and it's a ginseng and something, and I can't remember what the other part of that is, but I tried it and it was also beautiful. It just evened and toned my skin and just made my skin a little bit more lively, less dull. And I think these masks, they only retail for $8, which is amazing. So I really recommend those. Moving on to body, because skincare is the whole package. So the next product is a Skin Perfecting Body Scrub by Consonant. So this is the last product by them that I have, and this has actually won awards and been talked about in magazines. And I tried a sample of this, and it was amazing. I was told that I wouldn't have to put lotion on afterwards. I don't need to use moisturizer. I was really, really skeptical, but I went into the shower, and then I used it before I shaved, and then I used it after I shaved. And then I got out and I started drying myself off, and I didn't need moisturizer. Like, what? My skin's always so dry, especially when I shave my legs, and I didn't need moisturizer. So I looked at the ingredients, and there's actually coconut oil and olive oil in there, and I believe when I was at the store, I was told there was like a vegetable glycerin too. So it is really good for moisturizing the skin and just exfoliating the skin. It is Rice Bran that's in there that does the exfoliation, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it is by reading the ingredients. So it's not really scratchy. But it does exfoliate really nicely. So it makes you feel clean, it makes you feel like you've exfoliated, but doesn't feel like it's scratching off your skin. But this is incredible. And this is, they have an unscented one. The purple one is tangerine. It smells like fresh tangerines. It smells so beautiful and so insanely good. I want to eat it. Like, it's so fresh, and it's not a fake smell. It's a smell that I smell. And it's like, you know, when you're walking into an office or a room and someone's eating their lunch and they have just peeled an orange, and you're like, someone's eating an orange. That's what that smells like. So I highly recommend it. It just smells so good. And then I'm gonna talk about hand cream. So for hand cream, I have my Lush product here. This is Handy Gurugu. It's a really thick green moisturizer. It's like I don't know if you can see how green that is. Once I open it, I can totally smell it. This one is all shea butter, so it soaks into the skin really beautifully. And this has a bunch of things for really sensitive skin, for soothing the skin, like rose and chamomile. They say it's really good for people with eczema, and I do suffer from eczema on my body, and I do notice that it makes it a lot more soothing and just really smooth. So this is a wonderful product if your skin is really parched. The only downfall to this is you have to like the smell. It's a really like an herbally kind of smell. And I personally like it. I do enjoy it. It took me a bit to get used to it, but I think it's a really pretty smell. but it does stay on your hands. So if you don't like the scent of it, it will stay on your hands and you will smell it throughout the day, but it is a beautiful hand cream. I wish it did come in like a travel size or whatever, so I didn't have to throw this whole thing in my purse, but you win some, you lose some. It works, it's incredible, I love it. Last product, body lotion. So the body lotion that I've been using is actually from the drugstore, and it's the Live Clean body lotion. So they have natural and organic ingredients, and I think on the front here it says 98% plant derived, and it's paraben free and phthalate free. I don't know if that's how you say it. The one that I use is Live Clean Exotic Nectar Replenishing Body Lotion. So this is for really, really dry skin. And it soaks in really nicely. It doesn't make me feel like I have cream sitting on my skin waiting to soak in. I can put it on before I go to bed and I'm in bed and there's no issues. They have one particular one that's unscented and one that's for sensitive skin. I've used all three of them and they are all really, really good. I actually don't notice much of a difference besides the smell of them. But I would highly recommend those. So that's it for skincare. Please comment below, let me know what your favorite products are. I'm always interested in trying new things and I love answering people's questions. I just love talking about skincare. It's something that I just really, really enjoy. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe. It means a lot, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you. Bye.